Hey everybody, Robert Wright here, and I'm a private label law attorney who helps Amazon sellers protect their brand online. And today I want to talk to you about how do you choose a brand name, okay? If you're new to this private label game, one of the most important decisions you're going to make right out of the gate is what's your private label? What's the name of your brand? And a lot of times people really struggle with this. They take a lot of time, they take a lot of effort. Maybe it's almost a paralyzing sort of decision. It shouldn't be, okay? When you choose a brand name, the number one thing that you should be thinking about is making sure that it's registrable. Okay, making sure that because if it's registrable, and by that I mean being able to be registered as a trademark, it's going to be protectable. Okay, so you need to come up with a name that is registrable. Now, you don't want to choose a name that's descriptive of your products or maybe your brand. You don't want to choose a name that is just kind of generic. You want to choose a name that is suggestive, or not suggestive. You want to choose a name that is fanciful or arbitrary. So how do you do that? Okay, one of the things that I love to do when kind of helping clients come up with brand names is think about some sort of word or term that has a very specific meaning in a niche or a field or an industry, and then taking that out of that field or industry and putting it on your private label brand. So for example, I love baseball. Okay, I'm a huge baseball fan. And if you follow baseball, you know that a southpaw is kind of a slang term for like a left-handed pitcher, right? So that's a great private label brand. Take southpaw, which has a very definitive meaning in baseball, and then put it into e-commerce and start selling spatulas and rugs and lamps and other private label type stuff, right? Southpaw, very specific meaning within baseball, zero meaning in the e-commerce field, right? And so then you can fill the meaning with your brand. Okay, now as I say that, I haven't searched southpaw, maybe taken, so don't everybody go out and use that, but it's just an example of how you take a term that's very meaningful within a field, pull it out, and then put it onto your private label. So if you get stuck, with coming up with your brand name, try this. It's just a simple technique for coming up with a term that you might not have otherwise thought about. But more importantly, once you get a short list, whether it's 1, 2, 3 terms, you have to make sure that you clear your brand. Okay, and I've got another video on that. Make sure you check it out to help talk you through some tips and tactics for clearing your brand, because it's super important. Just because you've kind of been clever enough to go and pull a term and put it on your private label, even though it's clever, doesn't mean someone else hasn't done it. So thanks for watching the video.